3, 2, 1.
That is crazy that like we started comedy at the same time and just like how far we've come together. Like that's really cool. Okay. Fuck Mary Kill. AOC. Hillary Clinton. Freaking Michelle Obama.
No, I'm fucking osteoporosis, dude. If they're telling me my voice matters so much, then none of these idiots deserve my voice.
Are we live? Oh shit. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. No, for real, clip that.
No, for real. Well, actually.
That's funny.
Dude, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Happy to be here.
Oh my gosh.
Happy to be
it's
here.
so great. Yeah, man.
Jason or JJ before we continue?
You can go JJ. It doesn't matter.
Okay. I'll call you Mr. Alexander.
I actually really like that. I can call you Mr. Bajarder.
B.
You a V?
Yeah.
You don't like people knowing.
No, I
think you should just lean in.
was thinking about that. I think the thing with B is I need a joke for it. If I can't make a joke for why I'm Thad B, then I just need to go by Bajarder. And I can't think of a funny enough joke. Like what B stands for bitches.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Like, that's
a great joke.
That's not going to cut it, though.
The B stands for boys' butts. That's what the B stands for.
Oh, God.
It's short. It's short for boys' butts.
It's better than the one I'm in. I don't know.
Well,
I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah.
But I've also just been Thad B for, since I was fucking in 5th grade.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. You can call me Mr. Bajarder. That's
Mr.
fine.
Bajarder. Yeah, I do. JJ is what the joke I have for it is that it stands for just Jason. That's what it stands for.
Just Jason.
Just Jason. That's what it means.
Do you remember that guy that opened for Kabir Singh?
No.
Alex, just Alex.
That's his.
That's his stage name. And yeah, I was hosting.
You should have shot him.
I was hosting and he was featuring. And I was like, "Any credits? Like, what's your last name? What do you want me to say?" And he was like, "Just say from Vegas. It's Alex, just Alex." I was like, "You want me to say just Alex?" And he said, "Yeah." And then I did it, and the audience got so fucking confused. They hated it. And then he was auditioning for a dry bar special, so he was working clean, and he just bombed so funny. So fucking hard. It's right after I'm talking about fucking all this dark shit, and then he goes up and he's like, "Oh, the weather."
Man, you ever be pulling up apps on your phone for your mom?
Yeah, dude.
Like I love doing clean comedy so much because I do enjoy being just
the cringe.
I do it. I not like the cringe, but I like you can make a joke out of something so stupid. The perfect example of what I think clean comedy is it's like Jerry Seinfeld has a joke about the Hungry Man meal, and he's like, "The Hungry Man meal, who's buying this? It has to be a hungry man." That's the whole joke. He does 5 minutes on the Hungry Man meal.
Jerry Seinfeld's all in the fucking presentation of it. Though, too,
definitely. I think, but also I would argue that there's a lot of comics like that.
Yeah.
Like Cat Williams.
Well, yeah, if you yell something, it's 10 times funnier.
It is much funnier.
I can't work up the courage to yell something on stage.
I know a couple open micers that have yelled a very particular thing on stage. A very particular phrase that is not to be uttered on this podcast.
In fact, you were almost just there at the beginning.
I was. We didn't clip it. We're not live.
We're going to start it later.
We're going to start the podcast about 3 hours in. Dude. Yeah, but I freaking it's always so weird because also what I want to talk about is I never got to actually hear your story about working with Matt Rife. I think that's a really cool thing.
So I did twice.
That's pretty sick.
The first time there were 12 people in the audience at each show. And then the second time I worked with him was just one show at the Improv, and there were 450 fucking female only audience.
How'd you do?
They hated me. They hated me. Are you kidding me? They wanted Matt Rife the second they got in there. They're like,
"Who's this ugly bitch up here?"
There's going to be openers? What? I thought Matt was just going to come out.
I thought he was going to come out and take his shirt off immediately.
No. I mean, they weren't terrible. They didn't hate me. But it was very clear they were like, "All right, hurry up, get off." And then Brian went on stage and they didn't even like him. And Brian kills in that room most of the time.
Yeah, but it's the improv.
It's the Matt Rife show.
But it's that is a kind of weird thing. It's like he probably would have to go get people as equally as attractive as him as openers, most likely.
I want to say,
you're a good-looking guy. Don't get me wrong. You're a
don't
good-looking
know
guy.
how it all worked out. It may have been Brian, but I want to say Matt had something to do with us opening for him at the Improv too. Because I know since he was coming back to Colorado, and he had a good time with us at Threes because we took him out and stuff. I want to say he may have asked for Brian, and then Brian got me to go with him.
That's very nice.
I don't know exactly.
That's what you do. Like when you really take care of people, it's like they take care of you.
Yeah.
Like that's like Adam Ray for me.
Yeah.
It's looking like I'm gonna do that.
Adam Ray's the fucking man, dude.
I love that
I would have much rather opened for Adam Ray than Matt Rife.
That's crazy because I would rather open up for Matt Rife.
You want to trade Freaky Friday?
Let's freak. That is crazy that like we started comedy at the same time and just like how far we've come together. Like that's really cool.
Yeah.
Like we look at like Adam Ray's doing Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. Well, dude, the Dr. Phil thing is blowing the fuck up. Like everybody knows it now.
Dude, when I was with him at 3E's, he was like, "Hey, I have this idea. We're going to do a live Dr. Phil show." And I'm like, "That sounds awesome." And then
at the Comedy Store one, is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, at the Comedy Store. And he's like, "Yeah, we're doing this thing at the Comedy Store." And he pulls out his phone and he plays a voicemail from Bill Burr, and I'm like,
"That's Bill Burr."
I was like, because Bill Burr was like, "I want to be." Why was that Cat Williams again? I'm Bill Burr. I said, "What are we doing, Adam? What is going on?"
That's great, Bill Burr.
It's a great Bill Burr impression. That's how we do it.
Bill Burr says the N-word.
Yeah, he is from Boston. You know what's up?
He's married to a black lady.
Good for him.
Honestly, dude, I'll be honest. When I found that out, I was like, no, not him.
It was like, look at
not like it's a bad thing either. I was just like, there's no way. Like I don't know him obviously, but I feel like what I know of him, like there's no way he's married to a black chick.
No, like he's so honest. Yeah, that's great.
Probably gets it from her.
Yeah, he's like
they're brutally honest.
But also, if you listen to Bill Burr's act, there's nothing he hates more than white women.
That is true.
He hates the complainer people. Yeah, that's what he hates.
I just always saw him as like I don't know, like just a very angry far right, just like always upset at something in the left, and then I look at black women in the left.
Cut it.
Clip it, dude.
Clip it. Let's go. We're opening for Louder with Crowder. This is at the Pike Speak Center. That's what we're going.
Should have gave me acid.
We're going.
Should have gave me acid.
Acid is gonna make you not racist anymore. That's what it do. No, man.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean when I say that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's not the type of dude that I thought I would see do.
No, I get that. It's really weird. Like you don't like who do you picture yourself with? Like who the actual like people you're interested in, you can't really choose. Like because like to be honest, like what I thought I wanted in a girl and what I'm actually like pursuing is completely different. Because I was like, oh, I don't want someone funny. I'm already funny.
And now you're into men.
Yeah, now I'm into dudes' butts and stuff. I want to look into the camera for that.
You really are.
Yeah, this is a bad idea. I don't think anyone on Joe Rogan's ever looked directly into the camera and then said, I'm into dudes' butts.
Yeah, the fact that you linger there after you say it.
Dude, you're getting close, brother. You can't say that.
What?
You can't say linger. You can't say that.
No, one of us is gonna say it. One of us is gonna.
Let's go. Let's grab those 3 Modelo's in the fridge.
You almost said it to start.
Yeah.
And then I started talking about black women.
Good for us.
I mean, I guess I'm closer. I did say linger.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I appreciate their contributions to society. You know.
No, me too. 100%. Fuck, get off the subject. What are you doing? What are you doing?
We're leaning in.
Fuck.
So have you ever read the 1819 Project with the 1619?
Have you ever been with a black woman?
No, never have. Yeah.
Why?
Wouldn't it be a post? I don't know. I'm shy. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Like you got to have a certain level of confidence, and I do not have that.
Okay.
No, never. That's what they all say. I'm a little shy guy.
We're both gonna get canceled.
Yeah, let's freaking cheers.
hard turn.
Hard turn. Okay.
Change the subject.
Anyways, back to Adam Ray 3 days. It was really cool. I had a great experience with Adam Ray, and also I had a pretty funny conversation with him because he was like, I was talking with him in the green room. It's like, sometimes I hear from like NFL players that the most fun they had was like when they were in high school playing like high school football. Is that kind of how it is? Like you look at like hosting and featuring and all that stuff is like the best part. He's like, oh no, your job sucks. What I'm doing is so much better. Yeah. And I'm like,
100%.
100%.
I'm giving myself at that Duca's room. I'm gonna headline it in December.
This year?
I just want to see how much more fun it is.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
I just want to see what's up.
I think you got it, man.
I don't think I necessarily...
That's enough time.
I don't think I necessarily have like crazy good headlining time, but I feel like once you don't even need the time, I don't think. Once you have 3 comedians in front of you that take up 30, maybe even closer to 40 minutes and like get everybody warmed up enough, I feel like you can go up there with whatever and just make people laugh.
Yeah, definitely. Also, the thing is that you're good off the cuff. You can do crowd work. Yeah. You can pad your time. Like even if you're like, oh, I have 30 minutes, I'm like, you could pad it with like 15 minutes of asking this guy about his job and being like, what do you work? Tech support, and then just crushing.
Who do we all vote for?
Yeah, you can do stuff like that.
That's my go-to.
That's fun. I like asking people how much money they make. That's a fun one.
That's a good one too.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Like I had this one guy. Like I said, hey, how much money do you make? He's like, I do okay. I'm like, rob this man. He has so much money. He does not need it.
My go-to for a while has been the sex one. Yeah. You fucking dude? You have sex? You have sex, buddy?
That's good. You're just like...
Notice how I never asked the women that, though?
That's not very progressive of you.
No, not at all.
You should start.
Maybe I should.
You should start being like, hey, excuse me. If you made sweet, tender love to another person recently,
seek out the lesbian couples. Just be like, you guys...
Let me guess. Top. Just point. Because that would, like, genuinely, that would work.
Who's the man in the lesbian relationship?
And then, like, you go point at a straight couple, and then you point at the guy, and then you're like, bottom. And then you just... Crowd work's cheating. It's too easy.
Dude, well, that's the thing. Yeah. Like, when you ask, like, what, like, any of those seasoned comics, they hate crowd work. Mm-hmm. It's very easy. It's very easy for anybody to do. You could not be a comedian. You could get on stage and you could do crowd work. But the art
I disagree.
The art of stand-up comedy, obviously, you want to make an audience laugh, but the art of stand-up comedy is writing a joke and presenting it. Mm-hmm. It's not crowd work. It's not riffing off the top. You want to be able to write a joke if you're a stand-up comedian.
Yeah,
you know
I think you want to have both. You don't want to come relying on it because I when I talk with people about Matt Rife, it's like usually what they're saying is like, hey, I really thought his crowd work was hilarious, and the specials were okay.
But that's also because that's like that's the way comedy's going now too. It's all online and it's all those like 1 minute, 2 minute clips, and you don't want to see the same bit of material that you wrote over and over again. You want to see a different piece, and that is crowd work every single time. Crowd work's going to be different. You know what I mean? So I think crowd work is definitely becoming more of a thing. I don't think
you want to have it as a tool.
I don't think it's necessarily as respected as writing a joke, at least in my book.
Oh, definitely.
I think anybody could do crowd work.
I don't think so. I think you're talking. We only hang out with other funny people that can figure stuff out.
That's fair.
Like when you talk to like the average. You ever have a you ever been on a date with a girl?
Well, I bet you. I'm saying I bet you like one of my friends, like Cam, my buddy. Cam, not my comedy friend Cameron. Not Cameron, but my buddy Cam.
He can't do crowd work.
No, he can't.
No.
But my buddy Cam, I bet you if he got on stage, he could just ask the audience questions and figure out funny punchlines out of it. And he's not a comedian.
Yeah, just because you're just like, I like being around this guy.
Because he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I definitely feel that way. It's like, I think you need to be able to be a well-rounded comedian. Like you want to have that be like the ability to do crowd work but then not lean on it, which is tough. Because it's like
finding the happy medium is
definitely.
I do a little bit of both. Like I'm not necessarily being a hypocrite, but because like within my material there is like questions I'll ask the audience, but it's never gotten to the point where it's like, what do you do for work?
I need to start doing that. That's how you get content, man. Like that's the name of the game.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're just ooh,
Not my
tie
cup
game.
of tea. Yeah,
Tie game.
I bet the Lions to cover the spread. The spread is 6.5.
I think you're fine. I think you're gonna make money.
There's a whole nother half.
I think gambling's bad. What do you like gambling?
You think a lot of things are bad?
Yes, I think cocaine's bad.
You're being a sucker.
You're being a sucker. You're doing sucker stuff.
You're doing poetry shit again.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. You ever write a girl poems, Dad? You've ever been there?
Yes.
Gay.
I actually one time
Yeah.
went through a little breakup and I was like, I'm gonna write her a song. Kind of like what you did, except you wrote fucking 40 of them.
Yeah.
So
And then I'm writing them again. We're back.
are you actually?
Yeah, I'm writing songs. I'm writing
breakup songs?
No.
What kind of songs?
Just like, oh, I think you're cool. Yeah, please talk to me. I hope we can go get ice cream. That's not it, but it's pretty good. I'll show you after the pod.
Because you don't want to show me on the pod?
No, I'm too
Is
shy.
that how bad they are?
No, I think they're pretty good.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'll fuck around.
Remember when you were on my podcast and we made you sing one of your songs?
That was pretty funny.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
What was the name of that one?
I think it was there's Kiss Me in Heaven.
Kiss Me in Heaven. Yeah. That was it. Yeah. No, that was
Dude.
gay as shit, dude.
Oh yeah.
That was super gay.
Oh man, it's just like being emotionally vulnerable sucks, dude. Why? Why, dude? Why have feelings? Freaking punch stuff. Dude, that's what I got.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, maybe I should just go to the gym more.
Yeah. I saw that you got 235 for 5 today. That's
230 for five, man. I'm trying to get 300, and then I'm gonna get sleeves like you, man. That's the goal.
You said you were gonna.
Say it, Thad. Say it, you piece of.
Jason told me. Jason told me once he can bench 300 pounds, he's gonna get like one of those Samoan sleeves. Those fucking tribal tattoos.
What? Why can't I get a tribal tattoo? Explain.
No, you can. You're Native American.
Am I? I don't believe so. I don't think so.
Dude, for a solid year, you were just fucking sold on the fact that your whole personality was the Native American side.
Well, that's pretty fun. That's a good bit.
It's true.
I'm not gonna lie. It's a good bit to do. It's a fun bit. It's a good.
Was it a bit?
No.
It got you into college.
It did.
God damn it.
I might go back, dude. I might go back to school.
Did you not do this last semester?
No, dude.
How was college? I never really asked.
It was bad. I didn't like it.
Why?
I'm kind of an idiot. Like, I'm not good at reading. Like,
You can't read.
I can read a little bit. Like,
It was just the reading, or you just didn't want to do the work? Because there's a lot of like essays that you have to write.
No, I'm like, I don't want to. I'm like, I'd rather, if it was like I could say that I was dyslexic and only give verbal presentations, I would do school, I think. What's funny about that, Thad?
No, that's that's awesome.
All right, go give me a topic to go give a verbal presentation on.
The Civil War.
It's pretty bad. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you're.
And that's it.
I'm not sure if you're a history buff. It was a bad time.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad. Both sides are pretty bad. Both sides.
Wait, which side was worse?
Well, the South was admittedly worse. They were bad. But
Uh-oh.
oh, go on. Oh.
We're going to get it out of him now.
Abraham Lincoln
I know it.
was kind of a little bit of a dictator. He was a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know he's in the Wrestling Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I heard he was a great wrestler.
Not the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, the Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Abraham Lincoln was a WWF champion.
No.
I'm coming 7 years ago. I came out to kick your ass.
That was really good Stone Cold. but yeah. That's Donald Trump was pro wrestling.
Oh, dude, you ever watch it? Caleb,
then-
can you please pull up the Donald Trump WWE, please? It's the best
I've never
thing that's
actually
ever
seen
happened. It's so good.
Does he actually wrestle? Or no,
he
knowing him,
jumps
just does,
Vince McMahon. It's awesome.
knowing him, he just does the talking. He just does like talking part.
I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna kick your ass. You're
Yeah.
stupid. You have a weird haircut.
Did he always talk that way too?
I don't know. I think so. He would be like, "You're
WWE.
fired." Yeah, WWE. Yes. Well, it's 9 minutes. Try to get just the clip. This should just be the clip of just the battle. Like, look up just the clip of him fighting Vince McMahon. It should be short. Like, you can go to YouTube Shorts. Oh, you're good, brother. Yeah, so but Donald Trump was on WWE. He just goes and jumps Vince McMahon. It's so funny. It's crazy. So crazy that we voted him in. Well, not we, I don't vote. I didn't. I forgot to show up on that.
That was the closest we got to getting Jason to
admit that I'm a Republican.
Vince McMahon, who was represented by Umaga during an office. Austin was on hand to referee in the Battle of the Billionaires, where the losing billionaire would be forced to have their head shaved bald. Vince McMahon, who was represented by Umaga, faced Donald Trump, who was being represented by Bobby Lashley. Stone Cold established his authority early by pulling Lashley off Umaga. Austin later got heavy-handed when pulling Umaga out of the corner. This infuriated Umaga enough to hit the rattlesnake with a Samoan spike. From there, Shane McMahon interfered, hitting Lashley with
Shane
a
McMahon. Oh, that was pretty
then
impressive.
Revealed he was wearing a referee shirt and began to count. However, Stone Cold pulled Shane out of the ring and threw him into the steps. Austin was struck down
Where's
again
Trump?
by Umaga. Meanwhile, on the outside, Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is horrible and very bad. By the way, Denver Bookers, my availability is February 4th through February 5th.
Through the end of time.
Yeah. Donald Trump, bad. Hillary Clinton, good. She's so pretty, right?
We love Bernie.
We love Bernie.
We love Bernie.
What do you think of Vivek?
I kind of like him. I kind of like him, dude. I know. Okay, I understand that he said some wild shit. I don't know exactly what he said, and I haven't seen it, so I'm just gonna pretend that he hasn't said.
You just like there's a.
I like the fact I saw a clip of him that he went up to like these fucking 20-year-olds or something, these college kids, and he was like, "Hey, you guys want to do 30 push-ups?" And they were like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "Yeah, you want to do 30 push-ups?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure, let's do 30 push-ups." And he did 30 push-ups with these college kids. And he gets up and he looks at the camera and he goes, "Your president should be able to move." and that's the clip. And I was
that's
like,
the best campaign.
You have my fucking vote now, dude.
I just want a video of Donald Trump doing bicep curls campaigning.
But when you think about it, when's the last time we did have a president that wasn't fucking old as hell?
That was ripped and hot.
Yeah.
Where's our hot ripped president?
And Indian.
Where's our hot ripped Indian president? That's what we need. Thad? Thad's running? Thad's running for president? What's your bench? 5? What's your bench? 5? 5?
I can bench 5 times. I can do it 5 times.
I can do this with my hands? That's pretty good.
Vertically still.
Not laying down. Screw that. But it is good because like I feel like I have to be big and strong to be accepted, which is bad.
Yeah. I kind of came out of nowhere.
You did. Check this out. I cut my hand. No, I didn't. Anyways,
that was psychotic. That was really
Why'd
weird.
you just sound like a girl there? I just literally saw you like twirl your hair.
Yeah,
after I did that, you're like, that was psychotic.
Is there something wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with me talking with my hand like that?
No, I just feel
Nothing's
like
I
said a lot of really controversial things earlier, so now I'm acting gay to kind of.
That's how you get out. This is how we get out.
Yeah.
Let's smooch.
Make out.
I think you could support Trump if you kiss a guy, and then you can still get booked.
Do you think there's got to be a gays for Trump?
Oh, it's the best. Those are the.
Whoa,
I've been to a couple meetings. We actually meet on Thursdays.
Oh, dude, yeah, we have the best time.
Yeah. It's bed and breakfast. We make quiches. We drink orange juice and
No, but like legitimately, there probably is.
No, there definitely is.
Look that up, Caleb. Look up.
By the way, fun fact: Donald Trump is the first president ever to come into office supporting gay marriage. So, take that, liberals.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Denver, he is available for
Denver.
February 4th.
I will be available the entire month of March.
You don't look good.
Okay, pause it. Caleb pulled up the perfect video. It's a Gays for Trump meeting, and he was like, What's that? Gays for Trump. You don't look gay, is what he said.
Gay? Oh my god.
I'm crying. That's so funny.
Well, he doesn't look that.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just kidding. You don't
You
have to
don't look gay.
You don't
It's
have to
so
look-
funny.
You don't have to look gay to be gay.
Amen.
So where do we go from here?
This is the peak.
We're covering just about everything.
Yeah. Gays for Trump. There's definitely gays for Biden, probably.
Oh, there definitely is.
I'm. You know what? We'll cut it if we don't like it. You mean Biden supporters? What's up? You know what? You know what, man? If this gets me canceled, let's go. Let's go, dude.
I don't know.
You don't look gay. It's so funny.
Well, who are you gonna vote for?
Are
you gonna vote?
I don't know. It's really hard because like genuinely, it's tough to figure out because I just don't know. I think for me, it's just like I don't like the two-party system in general, and I think it's bad.
Well, you're a known libertarian.
Yeah, I'm a little libertarian. I don't even know who the libertarian candidate is.
I don't even know what that
But I
is at
want
all.
this is what I want to have happen. I want them to do a split ticket where where the vice president, like they put the Republican vice president in front of the Democratic person. What I want is a split ticket where it's Joe Biden and Donald Trump, and they have to run the country together as VP and president, and they like switch every like week.
Every week.
That's what I want. That's what I want. I want to see like
the president doesn't even like make most of the decisions. Right?
Yeah. I don't
Like,
know.
Isn't it like the Senate or Congress or whatever?
This is such an intelligent conversation.
Fucking know.
What is it like the Senate or
How
something?
does
dude?
politics work?
Shoot, I
To be
didn't.
honest, I don't vote. You know that. I don't vote at all.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, dude. Now you're not gonna be able to get booked in Denver. You're done.
Here's the
Silence
thing.
is violence.
Here's
that'd
the
be.
thing.
Yeah.
My logic behind it, which I've said several times. I'm sure I've told you.
If you can vote, it's stupid.
No, yeah, it's if your voice matters so much. If they're telling me my voice matters so much, then none of these idiots deserve my voice.
That's fair. If I'm important, then none of these people
If
should
you're
be.
gonna keep telling me that my voice matters that much, I'm gonna vote for my fucking self.
Yeah, like I think
That's it.
I've heard a bunch of people that have the joke where it's like they explain a dumb thing they did. They're like, I shouldn't be allowed to vote for anybody.
Yeah.
You're like, I had chocolate milk for every meal yesterday. Should I be allowed to vote? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I definitely should be allowed to vote
Why?
because I'm a fucking genius.
What is?
I'm gonna be king of the
what's
world one day.
14 times 200?
Fuck! Why would you do that?
That's not even that hard.
2,800.
Yeah, there it is. Look at him. We got him.
That took me a second.
I do. I like how we started this podcast talking about how egotistical I am, and then you just said I'm gonna be king of the world someday.
No, 100%. Yeah. My plan is so like probably 20, 30 years down the road, aliens are gonna be like real. They're gonna be showing
I think
up.
they're real right now.
No, yeah, they're real right now, but they're gonna be like showing up.
Yeah.
You know? And we're gonna need somebody to represent the world. So I'm gonna step up.
Did you graduate college?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
But you believe me.
You said really?
You were like, oh. I was like,
But 20 to 30 years from now, I could go. Also, why do you need to have a college degree to be king of the world? Most of the people in the world have not gone to college.
Yeah, because they're starving to death and dying, and
Not my fault.
because you're.
Not my fault. We're
I
the
think you're
same.
technically right.
Yeah, you know?
It's not your fault.
I'm just saying, if they probably want a leader that's the same as them, dude. That's me. That's me for real.
What do you mean the same? I think our
That
differences.
didn't go to college. That didn't go to college.
I think our differences is what makes us special.
Oh my god. Okay.
Right?
Do you think you could be king of the world?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think I
I
can.
don't think you could either.
I want to come over there and beat the shit out of you. You're not king of the world yet, dude. I'll freaking choke you out.
I'm just saying, we're gonna need somebody
Yeah.
to talk to the aliens. I feel like I could do that very, very well. Too.
I think you'd do it through dance.
I would do it. You think like me specifically?
Yeah, you specifically. Your dancing would cause world peace.
Do I strike you as a dancer?
Yes, look at you.
What kind of dance?
Cut it.
fuck?
You're over there just shaking your hips like, oh. And then the aliens just explode Europe.
I'd probably if I were to do it by dance,
Yeah.
it would probably be like hip hop, like Jabberwocky type stuff.
I think I do a lot of this. A lot of when you do like that. And then
I've never seen that dance.
like when they the dance move. You know this one. Where they do this and then
Oh.
they do this. And
Is that what you do at weddings?
Dude, I'm a fun guy at weddings, dude.
Yeah.
I'm a very fun guy.
How many weddings have you been to?
I've been. Do my parents count?
Well, I've been to 4 of my mom's. So.
well,
I'm just kidding. Sorry, Jenny.
Yeah, no, she's only been married once. I didn't like that one.
You didn't like that wedding?
I was pretty pissed off that whole time. When I was at my mom's wedding, I was just freaking.
Can we talk about this?
Yeah.
Or does she watch?
Yeah.
Is she gonna get offended?
It's funny. It's very
Do
funny.
you like your stepdad?
Yeah. Kevin's awesome. He's a great guy.
That was fake as fuck.
You just saw me shake my head. No,
You said, yeah.
yeah, I love the guy. No, he's actually a very good guy.
Yeah.
But I was very pissed off when I was a kid.
Because you missed your dad.
Not because I missed my dad. It was because I don't like change, and I was a kid, Like, I didn't.
Wait, how old were you?
I was like, I think I was 11. I was a young kid. But yeah, so pretty much what ended up happening is like I just got like super mad, and I had a Nerf football, and I remember I was squeezing the Nerf football my mom's wedding. I was like, kid, this could be Kevin. I was like, I'm gonna throw this could be Kevin. Yeah, literally. And I was like, this could be Kevin. And I was squeezing the Nerf football really hard. And I'm like, I'm gonna throw it at him. It's gonna be really funny and everyone's gonna laugh. And then my uncle saw that I was doing bad. So my uncle Kevin grabbed me.
Holy shit.
He wasn't marrying my mom. Just to clarify the question.
God.
My uncle, they just both have the name Kevin.
I get why you didn't like it. I get it.
It's like, Mom, you're married your brother. Why are you doing that?
This is incest, Mom.
Mom, please don't. But yeah, then we went out and got root beer floats. So whenever I go and have a root beer float, I think about my parents getting divorced, which is pretty funny.
When was it that you became okay with your stepdad, Kevin?
Never. No.
I told you.
No, it's still,
I told you.
No, it's still good. No, it just took time. It just probably just a couple. It was like a year or two.
Did he hate you back?
Yeah, no, he was fine. He was a great guy.
Yeah.
It's such a tough job being a step parent. Like that's an impossible thing to go through. Like I don't think I could do it.
No, yeah, my parents have never been divorced. So I'll
beat the fuck out of you.
Pretty perfect family. So
yeah, that's good. Yeah, what is it like having parents that don't love each other? I could never.
I could never imagine. That
you just come on the podcast. You're like, oh, that sucks for you, buddy. You freaking loser. You freaking gross guy.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
About your situation,
dude. No, it's life, and also the thing is that a lot of those hard things that happen, it makes you a better person, I think, because it made me kind of.
And you get 2 Christmases and shit.
No, I'm working on a joke right now about the 2 Christmases kind of sucking, because like it's like your dad is going to give you an expensive gift that you don't want, and then your mom's going to give you like something from the Dollar Tree that you love. Because they used to be able to, you'd get great gifts because they would work together, and your mom would have the money that your dad gave her to then buy Christmas presents.
Your mom would get the gift that your dad paid for.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what you want on Christmas. You don't want whatever.
So it's not like your dad gets you money. Well, now you have a stepdad.
Yeah.
So he has money that gives
Well,
to
he
your
didn't
mom.
at the time. I don't think he was doing that well. I think he was still going to seminary.
Your mom married a broke bitch?
What? I don't remember. I don't even know. I can't even remember if they were doing therapy yet. But yeah, like it is weird. It's what are your? Yeah. Sorry. Can you grab me another Bev, Mr. Caleb?
Oh my God.
Thank you so much.
He's choking up.
Yeah.
He's
gonna cry. Dude, I cried.
Okay.
I cried super hard the other day.
Why?
Yeah, so I went out to Missouri. Let's go a Kickstarter. They're in the top.
Could you give me apple juice?
There should be another apple juice in the fridge. But yeah, so like I went out to Missouri and I visited my dad and stepmom and like my little brother and sister, and I was reading a bedtime story to my little brother and then my little sister, and my little brother. He's like, I think like 2. He just was like, "I love you, big brother." totally started crying. I was like,
Wow.
Wow. And then I like went into the other room.
Stepbrother, half brother,
Half brother.
Okay,
It was so sweet.
that's crazy.
It was so sweet. And also, I feel like I'm getting more in touch with my emotions because I used to kind of just shove everything deep down and kind of create this like super hard shell and not let anybody in.
That's important. Yeah.
It's hard, man.
I haven't cried in a while.
I think it's like, because honestly, the thing is, I think things are going really good. It's like you seem to have a good relationship. Comedy's going great.
Yeah.
You're doing good at work. It's like a lot of those things are going really great.
It's kind of boring when you think about it, though. You know, like sometimes it's a little more fun when life is shitty.
Yeah, because also then it's like it's like a challenge. Like you get through it.
You got to dig yourself out of the hole.
Definitely, that's how I feel right now. It's like I kind of like look to myself. I'm like, oh, I'm a little fat. I'm alone. Like
that's depressing as fuck.
Yeah. No, this is we're going real on the podcast.
Like the whole fat thing, that's on you. You know, not.
You're calling me fat.
No.
You're like, that fat stuff. You know the stuff that's on your body.
That's your perspective. That's your perspective. Because I wouldn't say you're like super fat. I think you're in shape.
I'm not going to say you're super fat. You're still calling me fat.
But once you said the alone thing, that's when I was like, that's depressing as fuck.
No, dude, it's hard sometimes.
Also, I don't think you're alone. You have like more friends than I can count.
No, man, but it's like it's like what are the closeness of relationships and like what does that look like and like who would be really really there if I was in a really tough spot. Like that's a hard thing to kind of realize. And also who's my friends in terms of who's just trying to get something from me and who's trying to actually have
like see benefit.
See me. See who wants to see me like actually succeed and be successful. Like I see you as one of those people that like you're like, no. Yeah. Well, I got bad news.
I'm here for the apple juice, buddy.
Actually, yeah. But you're a very, very supportive person. You've been there in some really, really tough times for me.
I also told you to kill yourself every single day for a year.
That is true. Well, the thing is you can't rattle me. You can't rattle the J-Man.
I did for a year. I did for a while.
Nah, man, I'm strong as fuck, dude.
Sorry about that. I want to put that on public record, by the way.
That's fine.
I apologize publicly. Because I've apologized. I already said sorry.
No, dude, it's like...
I thought it was pretty funny, though.
Dude, that's not an apology.
I remember literally talking to Luke, and I was like, I'm going to tell him to kill himself every single day. And it's going to be hilarious.
and then I would like look around. I'm like, no one's here. Who's this for? Thad just keeps saying this over and over again. And I'm like, this guy's one of my closest friends. And he tells me every day that he wishes I was dead.
Hey, fucking kill yourself and then I pay you rent.
That's fair.
That one makes more sense.
That makes more sense because you hate the fact that you...
Honestly, I shouldn't have. The rent here was so nice. Mm-hmm. How is the comedy house?
It's pretty good, man. I kind of am just, it's getting more normal. It just feels like a house and it's less.
House is becoming a home.
Definitely. And also I'm trying to just be smarter, like in terms of like, I don't need to party every night and a lot of stuff. Like I had a conversation with my dad and he was like, okay, why are you staying out till 1 or 2 in the morning every single weekend?
Did you just have this convo with him
in Missouri? Yeah. And I'm like, that's true. It's like a lot of the times is because I was neglecting my own mental health and
well, also, I mean, I wouldn't blame it all on you because when you think about it, like you look at the documentaries and stuff that are coming out of all those comics that were in New York or whatever, they would stay out until like 4 in the fucking morning. And like you see that as like a young comedian like us and you're like, okay, the blueprint set, this is what I need to do now.
Yeah, but I don't think that's it.
No, everybody has a different story now too. You don't gotta do it. Apparently Adam Sandler would be back in his house with his wife and his kids by 10 o'clock every single night. Yeah. And now he's selling out arena stuff.
Yeah. I think that would be my dream path. I think Sandler, because I was like, I love stand-up, but I'm like, I would love to just be like kind
you're a sucker.
That's dude making $90 million making Grown Ups 2.
That would be awesome.
That's pretty sick. Like imagine if it was like me, you,
Luke,
a couple like
Corey,
and we're just freaking just crushing it,
going down fucking water slides.
Yeah, and then we go. Dude. They're like, hey, here's $40 million. That's a pretty good. Can I have one?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Jason's
Sorry, Mom.
never zinned.
Never zinned. Let's go.
I got you. I got you, buddy. You know, I was actually sober off these for a week, and I literally just made a decision in the middle of this podcast to put one in because
Let's go, brother. What do you do? Just friggin' tuck it in.
Well, I bet I had the flu all week, so I was like, I'm gonna stay off so I can stay healthy.
Yeah.
You may want to spit, by the way, into like a cup. Not like the whole. Don't spit the whole thing out.
You spit the thing out right after you put it in. Right? You throw up in the cup, right? That's where the throw up goes.
That's for
that's what's gonna happen in 30 seconds.
That's your barf cup.
Yeah.
Have you ever smoked a cigarette?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You watch them smoke cigarettes?
No, I haven't.
No. Well, that's good.
Do you like them?
No.
Do you like smoking weed?
Yeah, man. You got me on that. You and
That wasn't me.
That was you.
That was not
for
me.
sure. I never would have done drugs if it weren't for my.
when I lived here, you never smoked weed. You did a couple times. I will say you did a couple times. You took edibles a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
But it was when I moved out that you actually started smoking regularly.
My own weed.
That's a fair point.
That's what it was.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Cameron doesn't watch this podcast, right?
You think people watch this podcast?
I watch every single episode.
Oh, that's actually very nice of you.
Dude.
That makes.
This is a great podcast. I love it.
I love you, man. You're a great guy.
I haven't bought my own weed in over a year and a half. I just smoke the shit out of Cameron's all the time.
I respect that.
And it's not like, did you just spit the whole thing?
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I'm getting a little sick.
That was 2 minutes. That was 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, well, you tried it.
Yeah, we did. We did try it.
The reviews are in. Walk me through it. What happened?
Well, my lip feels weird and my...
Is it numb?
Yeah, my lip is numb and...
Does your tummy hurt? Do you feel fuzzy?
I do feel a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go keep drinking this and asking you good interview questions.
He's going to throw up on the podcast. He's going to fucking throw up, dude. I swear to God, I'm going to laugh so fucking hard, too.
Dude, brother, I am getting this is I'm just going to be this is my goal on the podcast is just to be more vulnerable because I kind of have this shell that I show to the world, so I'm trying to be real. I have been getting morning sickness like every single morning for like 2 months.
I don't want to be ignorant here, but I literally thought that only happened to pregnant chicks.
Yeah, me too. Apparently I'm pregnant, so that's the weight problem for you.
There it is. Abortion, abortion, abortion. Here we come.
I never. If I get pregnant, I'm keeping it. Okay.
Denver Comics, he's available.
Denver Comics, I'm available. I am pro-life if you're a man having a baby.
Are you actually having an issue getting booked?
No.
I was gonna say, there's no way, right?
No, dude, I don't want to be an asshole, but I'm doing well.
Yeah,
things are going good.
You're doing very well.
Yeah.
I know that. I was gonna say,
but then I was like trying to brag to my dad, and I was like, I'm getting booked every single weekend. He's like, okay, how much money are you making? I'm like, well, I make $20 a show, and sometimes they'll give me a cheeseburger. And he's like, my dad. This is what my dad literally told me. He's like, Jason, I wouldn't shit in a box for $100.
You know what you should do?
Yeah.
I see you do really, really, really well doing this. Mm-hmm. Go to a mountain town.
Yeah.
And start a room. And start booking people, because that's how you'll make way more money doing that.
I think so.
If you get a budget for the comics and stuff, and then it's not an ultra flat black that's being booked by 20 million comics in the Springs. It's not at Loonies or Threes. Mm-hmm. It's like your own thing tucked away. Yeah,
I was talking to another comic about just like if you can set up those runs of shows and you could sell that to another, like if I go like figure out like, hey, I'm starting to headline, I can go set up this run of shows.
That's what me and Cameron are doing right now.
That's awesome, man.
Duke is on Friday, his comedy show on Saturday. We're gonna get a Sunday room.
Dude.
And then we're gonna try and get them booked at Loonies on Thursday. And then we can get like Jocelyn can come in town again, or we can get my buddy Adam from New York or something.
Dude, we can talk. Yeah, we can talk after the podcast because also I got a bunch of people that are really, really solid looking for work too. So Yeah, like it's also just like as you build those connections and relationships, that's how you break through. Is you just have to connect with people and also treat people well, under promise and over deliver. Also, one of the things that I respect the most about you is you are very, very good at under promising and over delivering to people.
Oh yeah,
it is one of the things that, like, as your friend, it has inspired me to be a better person.
I always under promise. I will never over promise anything.
And the thing is for me, I have such a problem with disappointing people that I'll say yes a million times when I really mean no, and then I'll do the no.
I want you to come to me thinking you're gonna be disappointed,
and then you're like, oh, that wasn't that bad.
Then you're like, holy shit, that was fun.
But also the thing is, in relationships with, like, I can guarantee that's helped things with your, why you've been able to sustain a really long relationship with your girlfriend.
I'm also just brutally honest sometimes, which sucks.
But I respect the shit out of that, man.
It helps a lot.
It does. You're like, hey, this is where I'm at.
Sometimes I have to be like, hey, we're not getting any presents. We're not getting any.
Hey, guess what? Valentine's Day, I got booked on a show.
Yeah,
tough luck.
We're not going to do anything. So, no, it helps for sure.
Definitely,
You know,
man.
my mom taught me that. She said one time I didn't do very well on a test that I was supposed to do really well on. I got like a C or something like that. And I walked in and I said, I got a C. She was like, next time I want you to come in here and I want you to tell me you failed. And then I'll be extremely upset at you. And then say, well, it was a C. And then she'll be a little bit happier.
So that's what you do to your girlfriend. You're like, hey, guess what? I cheated on you.
I do that to everybody.
You're like,
I do that to comics that I book too. I'm like, hey, you're only going to make $20. And then we make tips. You end up making 50.
That's what you do, man. That's what you do. And like, also I've had a couple people ask to be on the podcast and I'm like, no. And they're like, why? And I'm like, I don't want to have you on.
Yeah.
And those conversations are very tough to have. And you just do it.
Yeah.
And like, it's one of the things that
I will say that's a hard one. Being brutally honest with comics is one of my,
because
that's a hard one. Like, especially when somebody asks, how did I do? Did I do well? And I have to be like, no. I can't say that. I can't say that to your face. I could, like, if it was a friend like you or like Cameron,
you'd be like, that was tough.
Or Luke, like, I could be like, that sucked. Like, do better. Like,
hey man, but also the thing is like that pressure makes freaking diamonds. Like the amount of improvement I've had in my act because I've had guys like you that I'm like, hey dude, what was that out there? And I'm like, okay. And then you go sit in your room till 3 a.m. writing jokes because that's what I do. After Thad's like, hey Jason, I just saw what you did on stage. You know what you should do? You should go kill yourself. And then I would be like, and then I'd play the Rocky Balboa theme song and I'd be writing jokes about how my parents are divorced. And like,
did you hear how funny that was? So just then, to fucking kill yourself?
That's a great kill yourself.
That's a great one.
But also like, okay, I'll say this story. So when you're talking about, about people doing bad, you know who this person is. I'll tell you after the podcast, but I had this person. I was like, hey, can you sign me up? Sign them up right after me. I did really well. They did very bad. And I was like, hey, next time I'll make sure I put you before me. Because I was like, oh, you can't follow me, right? They spazzed. They spazzed super hard. And I'm like, that's not what I meant. And I was like, my bad. I'm so sorry. And
was that who I think it was?
Yeah.
No.
Did that.
No.
Yeah. And
fuck, Jason.
Yeah. Which the thing is, there's this much truth in there. There's a little bit. There's a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's
I don't want to follow you ever either.
No,
there's like
that's that dude. That is a. But the thing is,
I will. Like I can.
Also, you can, and that's
I don't want. That's too much work. You know.
It's because also it's like if there's certain comics that I did a show with Marshall Baker. I've also had him on the podcast. Also, you should have him on Beat It More.
I love Marshall.
He's the best.
He's great. I miss him.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But dude, definitely like I did a show and like I think I was hosting or I was like middling or something and Marshall had to go after me and I had like a good set and like as I was shaking his hand I was like, follow that bitch, and then I walked off.
That's great.
And then I got in my car and I drove away. That's what's funny.
You didn't even watch it?
I didn't watch it.
Fuck,
and then he was like, the show actually went very well. And I'm like, I assume that. That's what they all say.
No, there's a handful of people that I don't want to follow, but I will. Like when I did,
I'd rather follow someone that did good than someone that did bad.
When I did Funny Final Four last year, I had to follow Liv Carter over and over in each single show, and they just murdered.
I want to have Liv on. Freaking crusher, dude.
They're great.
Crusher.
They are great.
Mm-hmm.
I also messed up the pronoun thing the first time, and I did not hear about it.
Respect. Yeah. No, it's just like when pressure makes diamonds, man. Like it does. Like me and Josh Emerson, I'm also going to have him on soon. And we were talking cause like he had to follow me twice and he's like, dude, that was rough.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a very dude. But the thing is that he helped me so much and he made me do my first theater.
Same.
Yeah, dude.
The Dairy Arts
dude,
Center? Yeah.
So gorgeous, man.
Fucking dope.
That crowd was masked up, brother. They were masked up. I'm like, they're not.
Did I tell you about the first time I did that show?
No.
The Native Showcase?
No.
I think I was still living with you here, and he booked me.
You have told me I want to hear it again.
He booked me. He's like, hey, I'm doing this Native American show. I want to book you for it. And this is before like we knew each other super well.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit. He thinks
the tiles keep fucking falling off, dude. Gosh, that's so funny.
I thought that he thought that I was Native American. So I was freaking out. He booked me like 2 months in advance.
And you're like, I already said yes. He's going to be so mad.
For 2 months, I'm like, what Native American am I going to be? I'll be Cherokee. Sure.
You're just Elizabeth Warren up there.
Yeah. And then, dude, I get to the show. I'm literally freaking out the whole car ride. And then I get there and I open up with that. And then, he introduces me as this guy's not our kind of Indian. He's regular Indian, Thad B. And
that's
like,
hilarious.
Literally, as I'm walking out, I just, oh, fuck.
You're about to be like, okay, my dad is Little Feather.
Yeah, I literally told the audience that too.
It's so cool.
And it killed. I loved it. But
yeah, man. He's doing the I think it's the Bad Indian showcase at San Francisco Sketch Fest, which is so sweet.
Yeah. They're also doing a gay cowboy show.
That's so fun.
That looks super interesting.
That's what I'm trying to get booked on. What's up, dudes? What's up? I'm working out. I'm trying to get in gay shape, dude. That's what I want. I'm trying to get in gay shape.
Yeah.
Look at these pythons, dude.
Okay. No, yeah, pythons.
Let's do this for 15 minutes. Let's just flex the camera.
How much do you think I weigh?
I want to ask you. I want you to guess how much I weigh too.
I just got weighed last week. Last week I got weighed. When's the last time you got weighed? Or do you have like?
I was at the gym. I was at the gym today. I know how much I weigh.
Okay. You first.
I think I'm 215.
215?
Yeah.
160.
Oh, you're getting Thad's getting a little thick.
Yeah, dude.
A little thick Thad.
Isn't that crazy?
Dude, one of my first jokes I ever wrote was that one about like my ex-girlfriend asking, she was like, hey, you can guess how much I weigh and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. That was fun. That's why I started doing comedy. Just a freaking...
Are there any jokes? So we started around the same time. Well, technically I started like 2 years before that.
But it was a month. But for real?
The classes and stuff.
Yeah.
But like starting, I did
like
a
when you're doing
before.
open mics. Yeah.
I
think it was the week. I think it was like I was there
the first week I did it, and then you went up the week after.
Yeah, because you still had all your friends.
Trent did the same thing too.
Yeah,
I think you and Trent started literally the exact same week.
I think we did. I think we started the same week.
And Grandpa Steve was there.
Grandpa Steve was there, murdering.
Yeah,
dude, I love my Grandpa Steve.
Are there any jokes from that time that you are going back to?
No. There's not a one.
Not even like a premise that you want to touch again.
I honestly, it might actually be a good thing for my process because I save all my notes and stuff and just kind of go back through. I do remember the first joke I had, which I do think is still kind of funny. It's like, I'm on these dating apps now and I keep seeing all the rainbow flag in all these people's profiles. I'm like, where is this country and why do all the fat people live there? That was the first joke I ever wrote. And I thought it was so funny.
You need to bring that back.
I might, dude.
I mean, maybe touch it up a little. No.
Why do all the fat people live there?
I think that's hilarious. That's something that you say not everywhere though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'm not doing
But
that
if-
at the Dairy Arts Center in Boulder.
If
No
you
way.
if you find a way
Yeah.
to like make it presentable everywhere, that's a great fucking joke.
I thought it was so funny. And then someone said, yeah, because then you could bring it in. But
Yeah.
dude, I thought that was really funny, and all of
Would
like,
it just bomb every time?
it did. But also the thing is, just of now, I feel like I'm getting more comfortable on stage. Like I don't.
Like finding your voice.
Yeah,
your
yeah. It's like I'm
persona.
trying to get more. I'm trying to be higher energy because that's who I am.
Yeah.
Like I am like more.
Well, like we
energetic.
said, you could yell anything, and
Yeah, you can
people-
yell anything. Look at the camera. Oh, come on. What's up, fellas?
Say it, say it, say it.
Look at Tom. Man,
This score is not changing.
this score
at
is
all.
not changing at all, man.
The spread is not looking too. right now.
The spread. It's called.
Have you never sports gambled in your life?
I have sports gambled. I've only won. What's up, dudes? Yeah, I literally, because it's like I remember there was a couple times where like because everyone would send their rent to me and I would have to send it to my dad. I'm like, if I just put everything I have on the Lions this week, I'm like, come on, you guys could just go Lions money line and
Not
just
a
see what
bad
happens.
bet. Not a bad bet.
I'm like, if I could swing it, I'm like, I
You
just
know,
have to hit once.
I'm gonna start a. Hopefully this year, I'm starting a sports gambling podcast.
Dude, that's a great idea, man. You would
beta bets with that because they're not alpha bets.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I really like that idea for you because also they would give you an excuse to talk about sports. You could still have people on.
And
like,
it's
dude,
not- yeah.
me and you talking about how much I'm pissed off about Russell
Yeah, dude.
Wilson right now. How I
Exactly.
got a Russell Wilson jersey hanging in
Yeah.
my fucking room.
He didn't hit the over ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking. He's like,
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
I'm Russell Wilson.
I mean, I think it'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, it's gonna be beta bets. It's bets for people with an average size bank account is what I'm doing. So you're only spending $20-$25 every week, and that's it.
Dude, that's a
And you're
great.
just making $5 bets
Yeah.
on parlays, on a spread, on money line. Just 5 different bets, $5 bets. That's all.
That'd be great. And also the thing is that's great for short form content too. And like especially are you having a Kenny, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
Kenny
you're
Kenny is on now, by the way. He is a Beanie Boy.
that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I can't tell you how much I'm freaking grateful for Caleb. Caleb's
Yeah.
been crushing it, man.
Caleb seems like the man. He's got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah,
over
dude.
Here. I like it.
It's like it has vastly improved me in my content like tenfold.
When did
Like,
you come up with the idea for this?
pretty much I just ended up being like, I just need to make a show by myself because I couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also you have to make those really tough decisions too. You gotta it's so hard to tell someone like, hey, I don't want to have you on every week. And I would have to because it's like, because I had so many people in like the podcast group or whatever. And I'm like, I think I was like, maybe I could have one person stay, but I'm like, the thing is, it's like, if I want to do an interesting podcast, it has to be like me. And
If you're gonna do your podcast,
it's got to be
your
me.
podcast, right.
It's and also you take the ownership of it, and I'm okay with taking on the work and the expertise. And
Well, I think that's a big thing too. Beanie Boys kind of just had a meeting of like,
Yeah.
who's gonna do what.
your
you know?
expectations, and also
Yeah.
you being brutally honest, under promising, over delivering, and having those conversations in business is also going to serve you
Yeah.
extremely well. Because the thing is, it's like I see you going up very, very fast,
Right.
and like
If we put the work in.
no, as if Thad puts the work in.
Right.
That's the thing, is because like a lot of the times if you're ending up being too reliant and you're not doing the stuff yourself, it can put you in bad situations.
true.
Where you're dependent on, because to be honest, I was very dependent on freaking Corey to do most of the work.
Right.
Because she was crushing it. She's a really,
And
really
then-
great
but
person.
Then, yeah,
to do that stuff.
once you rely on somebody like that, it's like
Yeah.
there's almost like you feel guilty a little
Definitely.
bit.
You're like, crap.
You're
this
like,
person's
damn, I'm
crushing it.
not doing as much work for my thing as this person's doing for my
Yeah,
thing.
definitely. So
you know?
it's about having those expectations and also having those tough conversations, and that's
Yeah.
going to serve you well. Because also it's like, because the thing about like I just had this conversation with my dad. My dad's like, okay, what's your job? And I'm like, I'm a comedian. He's like, okay, are you a comedian or are you an entertainer? How did you find out about Joe Rogan? Was it through Joe Rogan's Netflix specials or was it through Joe Rogan's podcast? And I was like, the podcast. How did you find out about Theo Von? Was it through Theo Von's Netflix special or was it through Theo Von's podcast? And I was like, the podcast.
Joe Rogan's podcast.
Through Joe Rogan's podcast, yeah. And then it was like, how'd I find out about Shane Gillis? Was it through Shane Gillis's special or was it through Joe Rogan's podcast? It was the platforming in the podcasting. That's how we ended up discovering people through social media.
So people are going to find out about me
through my podcast.
Through your podcast.
Yeah, that's right. No, probably not.
yeah,
maybe in like a year or two. Hopefully.
Do you have like good viewership? Are you guys doing good?
We're trying. It's just
we're only
it's inconsistent.
3 episodes in, right?
3 episodes in, but we have a big backlog. That's something that I saw from you that was very, very smart.
Yeah,
because then you're like, okay, Cameron's sick and we can't do an episode, so we have something to still post.
Yeah,
and then also it's like pretty much like I go through, watch the episodes, find all the spots to clip, and then Caleb goes and does additional editing on those clips, and because that helps a ton. So then he's not spending a bunch of time on that.
So you don't have to watch us talk.
Doesn't have to watch.
Again.
He doesn't have to watch 3 hours of a podcast, and then I just watch on ×2 speed, and I'm like, okay, that's a clip. That's a clip. Yeah, and then you want to kind of look at like 5-minute clips of content, and then delayed. Why is it delayed?
What's happening?
What's happening? Let's find this out.
I'm sorry I keep looking at this score.
Me too, dude.
That's the shitty thing with gambling is like I get so invested in
crooked goalpost.
Oh wow.
Huh?
A crooked goalpost. Well, we got a goalpost for working for the mafia?
Well, we got a crooked goalpost. Who is that? Hillary Clinton? What's going on?
I'd love to kick my balls through her.
Let's got it. Okay. Fuck Mary Kill. AOC. Hillary Clinton. Freaking Michelle Obama.
Who's AOC?
Alexander Ocasio-Cortez.
Can I see a picture?
Pull up
I'm not. Is this a lady in politics?
Lady in politics.
Okay.
Alexandria. ALEXANDRIA. Oh, Gabby got it. Osteo. AOSTEO.
Osteoporosis. No, I'm fucking osteoporosis, dude.
Images.
Oh. Okay. So it's Hillary, Michelle, and
her. Also, type in hot. No, okay.
Type in bikini after.
No. Don't look that up. Don't look up that up, you rascal.
We're gonna have to put this podcast on the Patreon.
That's on the Patreon, dude. Dude, she wore this tax the rich dress that cost $25,000, which was the whole thing.
Give me a 2-sentence, very short 2-sentence summary of her and what she does.
She was a grassroots Democratic candidate from New York.
Killer. I'm just kidding.
As a Democrat, you're like, we're done. Shoot her.
No, okay. Here's my. I'm killing Hillary just because she's old and she's probably got a dusty pussy, dude. Like, let's be so real. Let's be so real, dude. If I put my penis inside of her, it would come out white. It would be fucked. So yeah, we're gonna kill Hillary. I'm probably gonna marry Michelle, and then I'm gonna fuck this lady.
I'm crying. Oh my gosh. Well, why is no one sitting down?
That's a different game. Huh. But yeah, that's my answer. I would marry Michelle because she was like in that.
She has money.
She was in that food campaign or whatever.
Do you think they killed that chef? What do you think? You hear about this?
No.
So there was a chef on.
It's not delayed anymore. Wait a second.
We went back in time. We're back.
Who scored that touchdown? I'm sorry.
Can you hit the player? Yeah, it'd be stats. News. I think. News or stats. Players. Let's see.
There should be a box score somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think we just got to do screen mirroring too. Yeah. No, I love football so much, man.
Yeah, me too.
It's so great. Player stats.
How about that? Go to Lions. Jameer Gibbs. Fuck.
Craig Reynolds? He had a 1 yard touchdown.
A 1 yard rushing touchdown. Look at that.
Oh, and then Josh Reynolds.
Josh Reynolds. The two Reynolds putting in work.
Who do you need to score a touchdown?
Jameer Gibbs. We got Jameer Gibbs anytime TD. We got.
Is it a parlay or is it a?
No, it's just they're both individuals.
Oh, yeah. Also, what made you end up wanting to do the sports podcast? Were you just interested in sports, and then you're just like, this would be a great way for me to showcase?
I kind of talked. Yeah, I talked to Miranda about it though too, and I was like, I think
that's so cool that you get to do that with her.
It would be in the best interest of me financially. Like I would start hitting more bets if I created a podcast around it. Because this was like the original thought, and obviously like content I can get out of it, but the original thought is I can make more money off of my bets because I make a podcast around it. I have to start researching more to go into the bets.
Because you're really passionate about this.
And I love, like, I went to college for, the 2 years that I went for sports. I went for sports management.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be an agent. So like sports has been my whole life since I was 5 years old.
Dude,
like, it's the first thing I could remember.
Dude, I would love it if you had like a TV show or something where you got to play an agent. Yeah. That would be so fun.
Dude, I want to be Pat McAfee one day. I want my own like daytime, just talk about basketball, football all day.
And also like Pat McAfee has completely changed the game when it comes to sports entertainment.
Yeah, dude.
Like I would say he's bigger than ESPN. Who's gonna listen?
Like,
who's gonna listen to Skip Bayless when Pat McAfee's right there?
I can't even listen to Stephen A, bro. I'm like, because it's all satire, bro. It's all just, I'm gonna yell about the Cowboys because that's what's getting me viewership.
Which, by the way, the most viewers in the history of ESPN happened after the Cowboys had that huge loss.
That's what people want to hear too. But also I want, like, there's an authenticity about Pat McAfee's show where he's just talking about all kinds of sports. He's finding out the drama in this sports. He's finding out all of this different...
Talking about Zion Williamson's freaking 8 baby mamas.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, he's the best.
I love that. I just want to talk about sports. Yeah. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, dude.
I feel like I got kind of like the first 3 years of comedy were so comedy focused. And then like I had to like sort of like existential crisis almost. Like I was just like, what do I really want? Like, do I even like, obviously I want to become a comedian, but before that, what did I want? And it was sports. Like I wanted to be a quarterback in the NFL. Obviously couldn't do that. So then it turned
couldn't even be a quarterback in high school. That sucks. Dude, I thought I was going to play in the NFL too. I was sure.
So then it turned into, I want to be an agent. And then it turned into, I want to be an analyst. And then like I dropped out. So then it was like, okay, I have to do comedy now because that's what I do now. But then it's like, why can't I still do the sports thing?
It's like you want to try not to anchor your identity into comedy, which honestly, it's like I felt like I've done, and it's like I want to be, I want to be a well-rounded.
You work very fucking hard on comedy, which is very good.
But the thing is that the best use of my time? And like
even with comedy, you need a work-life balance, dude. You can't just do you're not going to find all the new material if all you're doing is comedy.
Dude, yeah, have a life, man.
You have to have
like me going on like dates and stuff has helped me get more material than me sitting down and writing.
Exactly, dude.
Like you want to have these life experiences.
You're going to become one of those comics that only talks about dating.
I'm going to be one of these comics that only talks about how much I hate my wife. That's what's going to happen.
It's been that since day one.
That's what I've communicated to you, Thad, that my dream is to talk about how much my wife irritates me in front of thousands of people. That's what I want. I'm like...
That's the other thing, though. So, I mean, kind of changing subjects a little. I feel like you want to be a theater guy. You want to do the theaters.
Yeah.
The more I look at like the big picture, obviously, like I want to do the theaters for like money and stuff, but I kind of for like the rest of my life, I want to be a comedy club guy. And like I want the recognition of a theater guy or of like an arena guy. That would be awesome. But I want like the intimacy of a comedy club room. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think. But the thing is, it's like I want to be able to do both. That's the thing.
Like you go on tour one night, you do a theater. The next night, you do a club.
I want to be. like with freaking Chappelle will go pop in at like just like he went to I think Wide Right. I think it's like crazy. He popped in and they're like because there's a little box at one of the places up in Denver and it says break glass in case of Dave Chappelle because he just popped in one night. He just popped in just like I think it was just some crappy show and they're like and he was like, hey, can I go up?
Also, if instead of like just popping in, if you had that recognition of like a theater guy, and then you were still just working comedy clubs, just request the door and you still make so much money. Like just sell $50 tickets at a 150 person room.
I think to see Chappelle at Comedy Works, I think it was like $180.
Dude, they don't even announce those shows. It's just the email list.
That's so cool.
Isn't that crazy?
That's so cool.
Yeah.
In like one of my favorite stories is that he just showed up at New Talent Night.
That's crazy.
Chappelle just showed up at New Talent Night and just was like he did some time up top and then he hosted the show.
There was this. I think it was like a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. I was doing it was like my second New Talent Night.
Yeah, and
it got canceled 2 days before because he was just coming into town and he wanted time.
That's so cool.
So then he got like 6 days in a row at Comedy Works, and I was like, I just got bumped for Chappelle. That's sick,
dude.
I was still a C-set, but like that's so cool. It felt awesome. He didn't know it that I was getting bumped. Nobody knew it, but I was like, I did. I knew it.
It's like, well, okay, excuse me. We have people that are going to quit comedy in 2 years that are going to come on the show. This was the last thing they're ever going to do.
Imagine Wendy Curtis is like, no, Chappelle. We have New Talent Night.
Excuse me. We have a very important show. And then it's just a bunch of people being like, shoot. Where am I on?
Okay. Politics.
Freaking dating's weird, right? You're fat. Dude, I think doing bad stand-up at like a sold-out Comedy Works is funny. Because like if you're like on a really good show and just being like, freaking like bow.
I do genuinely think there's nothing funnier than comics bombing. I think it's so like I genuinely
the fear in their
unless
eyes.
it's like a really funny comic, I laugh harder at comics bombing than doing well.
I think the hardest I ever laughed was at I can't even remember the comic's name, but it was a heavier set gal and she was talking about like, who in here wants to get with me? Huh? You do. And like pointed at a guy and he just went,
no.
It looked like he like saw the face of Satan himself and like just freaked out. It was like genuine fear. It wasn't like
that's hilarious.
and I was in the back howling, laughing, dude. And she thought that she was doing really good because of how loud I was laughing. She's like,
yeah,
I got him right.
It's new comics will think that they're killing after that.
You know what? I'm gonna go DM Dave Chappelle on Twitter. Let's go see what's up.
Part of me too is like, I want to start. I wish I wasn't a comedian, but like still with the knowledge that I have of being a comic, so I could go to shows and just heckle the shit out of people.
By the way, you can do that whenever you want.
Yeah, but that ruins like a reputation. Like you're as a comic, you're not supposed
to go to another city.
Yeah,
you go show up in Tempe and start yelling at people.
But then you can't work in Tempe. You know.
You think they're gonna remember you? They're gonna be like, "Who is that drunk guy?"
No, everybody remembers me, Jason.
Really? That's very nice of you to think about yourself. I like that self-confidence. I wish I had that sometimes.
You do. You do.
I did get in I got another argument with the comedian because I was talking about like, if I show up at the place, it's gonna be a big thing. Because I wanted to go send Trent off before he left, and I'm like, if I'm there, it's gonna be a whole thing.
People are gonna be like, Jason's here.
Jason's here. Look at him. Is literally what I said, and she was like, you're being an asshole. And I was like, you're right. That is true. I am being a bit of an asshole. It's
a weird reality to admit that nobody still knows who the fuck we are.
Yeah. Like, dude, my dad said something and he was like, Jason, for the finals of New Talent Night, the finals of New Faces, he's like, I bet if you walked and asked people in the crowd to name any comedian, like their name on that lineup, they couldn't.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that like blew my mind because it was such a big thing in my head, And then I was like, when you look at it like that, I'm like, oh, they don't even remember me as Jason. They're like, oh, that guy with the what is it, the Down syndrome? That Down syndrome guy was funny.
Crayon guy,
yeah, that guy's really funny. That's what they know. And they'll know you as like, oh, that's Denver Diehead's guy.
Yeah.
They're not going to remember Thad B.
Yeah.
Thad B does have a really good ring to it, so they might.
Well, dude, that was at the Pikes Punks competition, Russell's show.
Yeah.
I was literally like, people were coming up and they were like, you were the best. You're the funniest. That was so funny. I was like, vote for me then. And they were like, oh, what's your name?
Yes. The same thing happened to me.
Fuck,
Yes.
dude. Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations again. That's awesome.
Still nobody knows who I am. But
Still no one.
I have $200, so
That's true. That's pretty good.
yeah.
Got $200 that you're going to bet on the
I will
Lions.
continue doing that show every single year just because it offers so much money.
Well, I'd hope that eventually you're at a point where you're doing a New Year's Eve show and you're like, well,
If I'm making more than that, then yeah. If it's guaranteed, yeah.
you're like guaranteed 300, you're like,
so far,
Deuces.
the New Year shows that have hit me up have been like, yeah, I'll give you $20 for 5 minutes, and which is a good rate.
yeah,
But, like,
pretty good.
no.
I always like tell my mom that I make more than her an hour. And she's like, how many hours have you worked? I'm like 0.5.
Technically, an hour per hour of comedy that I do,
I'm pretty good.
I'm making a decent amount of
Pretty
money.
good. I'm making $35 to drive to Denver. And yeah, because
But what do you think about it? So that's for like a 15-minute set.
Yeah.
35 times 4. You do the math because I can't.
Guessing the wrong guy. I dropped out of college, man.
He's gonna pull
I
up
dropped
a
out of free
calculator.
college. Caleb, pull up the calculator app. This is good content, right, guys? Let's
there
do
she
math.
is again.
I think she's very pretty.
Yeah.
I bet she's very.
Oh yeah, I said I would fuck that one.
How does your girlfriend not get mad at you saying stuff like that?
Because she doesn't watch this podcast.
You're like,
I know what
you
she's
think
doing.
I'd say this in front of her, dude? Yeah,
No, she's gonna fucking watch this and get all upset. But
it's gonna be a fight.
These are all just gonna be cool.
yeah,
Here's all we're gonna clip like.
that's what you make per hour of comedy.
No one does make more than me an hour. That sucks.
Holy shit, she makes more than $140 an hour.
Mushroom therapy pays well, brother. We're in the wrong. We're in the wrong business.
Yeah,
like
how many
8,
hours? 8 hours?
Because it
Okay,
depends on how long the sit.
times 8.
Don't do this. Don't do this. My
We're
mom's,
gonna
my mom's
find
gonna
out
get
her salary.
That's a day.
She makes that in a day.
Yeah.
Okay, but take tax out, so 26% multiplied.
You're trying to figure out how much my mom makes a year.
And the tax bracket is different. So 291
So about
minus, she's making about 900.
900 times 4
40.
times.
900 times 40 for a week.
No, that's a day.
Oh, yeah. Times 7. It's that times 7
she works like 4 days a week.
times 4
Yeah.
times 52.
52. There's no way. I don't think my mom makes this much money. There's no way.
Is there 2 weeks vacation?
Probably.
Paid
Let's
vacation.
do 50. She runs her own business. No, that's kind of normal. That's not that much.
That's normal? $165,000 a year?
Around there, yeah.
Well,
And she's yeah.
And that's after tax.
Well, the thing is also she has student loans and there's like lots of other stuff.
yeah, and kids.
And kids. Well, she doesn't give me any money. That's bullshit.
Yeah, but she also paid for 18 years of your life.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm being a baby. Yeah. I think I should just sell my body.
So far, were the first 18 years the best? The past 5 have been better.
Man, that's a word. Yeah. I would say so. I've had so much fun doing comedy and stuff.
Yeah.
It's been awesome. Like I've been really, really excited.
You know what I would say?
What?
The past 25 have been the best.
I'm gonna beat the shit. Yeah, dude. Got the Dollar Tree apple juice. I poisoned it, dude. There's laxatives
dude.
in there.
I have had crazy diarrhea and I can feel it coming.
Now this is podcasting.
I had diarrhea on the couch.
Dude, I was on a plane.
Oh no.
Dude, window seat, dude.
Oh no.
feel it coming.
No.
I'm like, no. And there was a mom and her kid sitting next to me, and I'm in the window seat. And I'm like,
How long of a flight?
it was like a 3-hour flight.
Oh
And I'm like, I gotta go. And guess what's on? Seatbelt signs on. And I'm like, I gotta get out.
Dude,
now.
every time I have to shit on a plane, the seatbelt sign is on.
Yeah.
What's the rule there? You're still allowed to go, right?
I don't know. I think you
You could overpower a fucking stewardess on a plane.
pause.
If you oh dude, it's tight again. No, but if you went up, like if you had to go super bad and seatbelt sign on, like there's turbulence and shit, and you get in the aisle and a stewardess is like, "Sir, please sit down." You're telling me that you would be like, "Okay," and sit down, or would you move that bitch aside?
When I do one of these, go pick her up like I picked you up, brother.
I want to shake your hand.
I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand. Oh yeah,
Yeah, dude.
dude, that's so funny,
You
dude.
did pick me up. Should we tell the
We-
podcast
yeah,
about
dude.
that?
Me and Thad fought.
Okay.
Me and Thad, we lived together.
For how long? A year and a
I
half?
think it was about a year and a half. It was like when I like first. I kind of count that as like my official start of comedy, kind of
Yeah.
like when, because it was like I kind of like did things here and there, but like that like vastly changed my life. Like,
so yeah, we lived together,
yeah,
and
obviously you butt heads. We all
yeah,
did.
it
Yeah.
was. I'm trying to remember.
Because what happened
I
was
was the bad guy in the situation. I do remember
kind of. Well, because it's like you came over and I was sitting in my chair and you just kept hitting me in the back of the head. I'm like,
that, which is so childish, dude.
and you just kept hitting me in the back of the head. I'm like, dude, stop hitting me in the back
Yeah.
of the head. Like, I'm gonna do something about it. And he's like, what? Don't do this. And then you hit me again. And I'm like, if you hit me one more time, I'm gonna fight you. And you're like, okay, I won't do it again. See you, man.
And I did
And then you
it.
did it again.
I did it, but then I was leaving. I was leaving the house, and I said, "Okay, see you, Jason." And I just hit you in the head. But then you turned around and you hit me in the balls.
Yeah,
So that's when I was like, "Okay,
we're going.
it's time. We're fucking.
We're going. Because the thing
We're
is, I was
throwing-
trying to punch you in the chest.
Yeah,
But it went low.
yeah. You
Went
were
low.
sitting down.
And then you punched me in the balls successfully 3 times, but I had so much testosterone coursing through my veins, didn't even feel it.
Yeah.
You hit me. You
Yeah.
hit me in the nuts.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I'm just going to grab this kid, pick him up over my head, and then I just like say, you know,
Well,
like,
you put me over your shoulder, and then I was still going for the balls, but I
Yeah.
couldn't reach.
yeah.
And
It's like a
it was
broad-
almost like I was over the hand, like jerking you off a little bit, and then
Because you're trying to punch me in the nuts.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then you like I forget how we like got turned around, but I ended up on the floor,
Yeah.
and then we kept going,
And
then
I just laid on top of you.
but
that's
then,
what I did.
But then when did you pick me up?
I picked you up after that. It was like you went to hit me in the balls and you did, and then I went and picked you up over my shoulder and I double legged you.
But you were picking me up in the air when you said, "Are you finished?"
No, it was when you were on the ground.
Is when you said, "Are you finished?"
Yeah, I was like, "Are you done?"
I thought it, oh,
I know.
okay.
I asked, "Are you calm?" Are
Yeah,
you calm?
yeah.
Which is so funny. I did you like a dog. That was
Yeah.
what I like. Was
Are
like,
you calm? Are you calm?
Are you calm?
And I said,
you're like,
"Yeah, I'm fucking done, dude." I'm
yeah,
done.
yeah. And then you left, texted me like, "I'm writing a joke about this right now. I'm so sorry. That wasn't cool of me." And I was like, "I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have punched you in the balls. I wasn't trying to."
I was heated for like fucking 5 minutes in that car ride on the way to my girlfriend's
Yeah.
house, and then like I remember like taking a right on Fillmore, and I was just like, "Holy shit, he just picked me up!" Like that is humiliating.
That
dude.
is by the way, that is a very funny thing.
Yeah.
Like getting like that's why I'm glad like I'm pretty strong.
Yeah.
Like I can just pick people up in fights.
That's why I think about that all the time. Not about that fight, but I
Was
was
that
like,
were you turned on? I think about it every day before I go to bed. The feeling of you on top of
"Oh
me.
God, Jason picked me up."
That does sound like it's in like a romantic novel. It's like he picked me up,
No, but-
set me down, and then said, "Are you calm?"
I think about it because like I'm such a small dude. I'm like I can't pick any fights. If I pick any fights, I'm gonna lose the fight.
Yeah, but also the thing is, it's like it's an illogical act to just fight somebody. It doesn't. You shouldn't do it.
Like, well, you would be very good at that. Like if you just picked fights, you would win probably
Most of the time,
like 70% of the fights.
I am stronger.
And you're a wrestler,
Yeah, it's true.
so like unless like it was a fucking MMA or like kickboxer.
Yeah, my mom gives me a ton of shit because like I say that I could beat 9 out of 10 people on Earth in a fight. Like that's just what I believe.
I would probably say 7 out of 10 people.
7 out of 10 for you.
No, you would beat 7.
No, but I'm counting babies and women and children in my. I'm not saying men, by the way. I'm counting, so I'm like 50%. I'm like, I think like Ronda Rousey could kick my ass for sure, and like most like
she's kind of washed. I think
you know what, Ronda Rousey, I'm calling you out.
Sign the contract.
Sign the contract, Ronda. I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna beat the piss out of you.
Not to be rude, but you kind of look like Ronda Rousey, dude. You kind of.
I look like Ronda Downsy, dude.
This could be
Ronda Downsy. That was a fucking great joke.
You could clip that.
Clip that. That was great.
This could be more rude to her, but you kind of both have the same body shape.
We do. Freaking nice.
It's a compliment to one of you. Yeah. I don't know which one.
I think I'm going to say both.
If Ronda Rousey was pregnant, she would look just like you.
That's the best you look like joke I've ever heard about myself.
You look like the pregnant Ronda Rousey on testosterone.
Let me tell you something. This is the next Ronda Rousey press conference. It's just like, hello.
Speaking of testosterone, can you grow a beard?
No, I can't grow right here.
But you could grow the.
I can grow all this, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna keep the mustache.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah.
It's going good for me. It's helping me with the ladies. Like
I think it makes you look better.
I think so. It's like people said my glasses joke doesn't work as well.
No, yeah. Me and Cameron were talking about that the other day.
Yeah, it's still working.
You may have to change your face a little.
I just have to go.
No, like even that, I'm like, this guy's faking it.
Versus when I didn't have the mustache, I'm like, that's real.
Yeah.
That's the logo.
Oh, that's a nice logo.
Yeah.
AI?
Was it AI?
You did that.
Caleb, dude.
Add a kid, Caleb.
Caleb's the man, dude.
I like that.
He's the best. I think I should start dressing like Caleb does. Like, look at how cool he is. I look so freaking lame. I think I should do a chain.
You think you should get chains?
I think I could get a chain because I got this nice watch. I think
you should do the dangly earring thing.
God, my dad would fucking shoot me.
Why?
Probably.
Why?
I don't know. Does
he think it's gay or something?
Probably.
I
don't like earrings.
He doesn't like gay people.
I think he does. I think he does like gay people.
Your dad or Kevin?
I think they both do. Not like that, you know. They're not gay themselves. I don't think so.
Hey, give him one of those chains. Let's see how he.
What's up? Let's go. We're going hot boy on this podcast. I'm going full Fat Rife, dude.
Fat Rife, that's a good one too.
Fat Rife, dude. I'm not that fat.
You have to. You got a big ass head, dude. You got a big fucking head.
Yeah, my head's wider than that.
Yeah, you have to unclip it. Unclip it, dude. Okay. Do you want me to do it for you?
I might need your help.
It'd be very romantic.
You're trying to get me to pick you up again, aren't you? I see how this is. I feel so Puerto Rican right now. It is not even funny.
Puerto Rican?
I hardly.
Why do you go straight to Puerto Rican?
It's my go-to. What's very funny is
because you feel like you can't say black.
I think so. I think that's probably it. Also, what is funny is, do you want to know my favorite joke I've ever wrote?
Yeah.
It's Puerto Rican. I don't think they smell that bad. That's the whole joke.
I don't get it.
Reek?
Oh, reek.
Like Rican?
I think you have to, if you're going to do that, you emphasize the reek in Rican. That sounds like a slur for sure.
Let's see a touchdown. It does. Yeah, I feel like a douche.
Yeah, could you hit Lions real quick? I just got to see if it was Jahmyr Gibbs.
I do feel hot right now. I feel confident. I think if I put some cologne on.
Damn it!
Oof.
Wait, go down to receiving though.
Don't use the Lord's name in vain.
Sorry.
On this podcast, we don't use the Lord's name in vain.
Josh Reynolds. Was it a defensive touchdown? It was.
Must have been.
CJ Gardner-Johnson. Look at him go.
Good for him.
You know, they're probably going to watch this podcast.
They will.
They're going to be like,
oh dude, you see Anders?
Oh, dude.
Oh man.
Dude, he's getting torn apart right now.
Oh man, dude, I would like to say this on the podcast. I stand with Anders Carlson. He's a great kicker. The Green Bay Packers fans, you gotta get. He's a rookie. He's doing his best out there.
When you think about it,
it's
Daniel
really hard.
Carlson also had his woes his rookie
Daniel
year.
Carlson. This is real. So they interviewed the general manager of the Minnesota Vikings, and they asked him, "What was the largest mistake you've made in your career?" And
Cutting Daniel
he
Carlson.
said there was this kicker that had a really bad game, and
Against the Packers,
Packers, and we said, "Hey, we're sorry, we're not going to keep you on the team," and they cut him. He then goes on to be he's going to be a kicker in the NFL probably for 10 more years, and he's been an all-pro.
He'll be one of the best kickers
of all
in
time.
History of the league.
In the history of the NFL. And that's what the Minnesota Vikings GM, he's like, that was the worst call I ever made. And because also the thing is that you don't want to make emotional decisions.
Right.
And in terms of being a GM.
Well, especially it's a divisional.
It's a divisional. And also it was in the season. It wasn't postseason. And
it was it was like the third game.
They're like, what you do is you have that conversation. You're like, hey, this is not, we have a standard of excellence here that you just can't do.
He won't be with he may get cut, dude.
No, I don't think he's going to get cut. He's a rookie. And also he'll land on his feet. He'll find another team. He's a very, very talented kicker.
Yeah. He had a very tricky first season because it wasn't just this game. There were a lot of missed field goals and even extra points that he was just shanking. He's not as good as his brother Daniel for sure, but I think this will also kind of light a fire under his ass a little bit.
I think so.
And I think all he's going to do in the offseason.
But also he is coming off of he had an injury as his last season at Auburn, and there's a lot of stuff like that.
How do you get hurt as a kicker?
Oh yeah, that's not the best stats, I'll be honest. 29th in field goal percentage, 33rd in extra point percentage.
33rd, there's 32 teams. There, what the fuck?
I believe in Anders. Broncos, sign him. Sign him, Broncos.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not really sold on our fucking Will Lutz.
Yeah, man. Also, this is something that I've never been able to talk about with another Broncos fan. Isn't it such bullshit that we traded Matt Prater? Isn't that like the worst thing that's ever happened?
He's washed, dude.
What are you talking about? Matt Prater was the man. He was great. He was so great.
He's washed now.
But the thing is, he would have been awesome. And the reason we kicked him off the team is because he smoked pot. He smoked a little doobie.
It's Denver.
Come on. Dude, let the good guys have fun.
Speaking of, they legalized it.
In the NFL?
I don't know about the NFL, but in the NBA they did.
Yeah, but so extra point percentage, he's tied for first place.
Holy shit.
18th in field goal percentage.
Who's cuter?
Dude, they're both good looking guys, man.
I think Anders is a little more attractive.
I think so too. I think they both look like they would be on The Bachelor.
Both of them at the same time?
Yeah.
Wait, is The Bachelor the one where there's one guy and a bunch of girls? And the
Bachelorette is the chick, and it's all the guys. Also, I was talking about this. I think it's kind of funny, like dating now, because it's like you're on The Bachelorette. You're competing with like 5 guys if you are talking to any girl, usually there's like 5 guys that they're Snapchatting or talking to on a regular basis.
Even when you're dating a girl.
What?
There's dudes just hounding over chicks. Yeah. That's where the trust comes into play.
I hate
where you have to be like, okay, I have to trust that she's not going to fuck any of these dudes. Yeah. You hate the idea of that. Holy shit.
I'm freaked out.
Even if you decide to go gay one day, dude.
Yeah. It's probably.
Also, I don't think that's a decision. I think you're born that way or something.
I think so too. Look at us. Denver, my availabilities are March, first weekend of March, the third weekend of March. Yeah.
I think all of your clips out of this podcast episode should be the ones where we say that. Where we say, by the way, Jason's available.
It's so funny. Just say the exact right thing and then just be like, hey, by the way. That's how getting booked is. It's just like, hey, guess what? I think exactly how you do.
Yeah.
Just know everything that you believe, I believe that.
I also believe.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is sometimes how getting booked does work.
It is. It's not gosh. That's true. Yeah, man.
It's not how I book.
That's all. You know how I book? I say, who's the cutest? That's what I do.
Oh, really?
I book the cutest fellas.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
That's
why.
That's really weird.
Why do you think I booked you so much, Thad?
Yeah.
Look at
You
you.
haven't.
Yes, I have.
What have you booked me on?
Ultra Flat a bunch of times. That's the only show I ever ran.
2 times.
That's the only show I ever ran. I only booked most people once.
How many times have I booked you?
I'm not sure if we count the house shows we did together, but Dukas and you wanted to book me again, which
You are booked,
I am.
by the way, for Beanie Boys.
Oh, rock on.
February
That's great.
29th.
That would be awesome.
It's the leap day.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
It's you, Georgia, and Nick Dean.
Oh God, I love those guys.
Yeah.
George and Nick Dean are so funny.
Yeah.
I love those people so much. Oh, dude, I am flying out the beginning of February to audition for America's Got Talent. Did I tell you about that?
Are you really?
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think you're going to get it? What's
No.
your shtick going to be?
No, I'm not.
Because you have to have a shtick. You have to be like retarded or something to kind of. Yeah. Like Josh Blue. Like his whole thing is the hand.
I think I should do the hand. I show him at America's Got Talent. I'm like,
I'm Josh Green.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Nobody's asking you.
Come on.
Nobody.
Come on. You can do it. No,
By the way, I think the chains are a nice compliment.
it was
But Caleb, hear me out. If he got a dangly earring, one dangly gold earring too,
I'm going.
I think you got to change your haircut.
My Trump supporting wife's not going to like that, Dad.
Oh yeah, throw the beanie on. Also, have you thought of maybe just buzz cut? Are you trying to throw up gang signs?
No, I don't know what cool guys do with their hands. What do cool guys do? Like,
Yeah, that for sure.
Do TikToks? Yeah, I'm gonna kill myself.
My favorite part is you were just staring at the camera that whole time.
Just complete silence dancing.
Have you thought of buzz cut?
I think I'm probably gonna do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Like so you have thought about it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I might. I can't take it off.
Because I don't think you could do any other haircut.
That's so mean.
No, like if we're working on your appearance. Yeah. A mullet wouldn't look bad. I feel like he has hair growing issues. Like I feel like he low-key has alopecia.
You call me Jada Pinkett on my own podcast?
I feel like, yeah, like secretly deep down, like your hair doesn't grow anymore. How often do you get your hair cut?
About every month.
About every month.
Yeah.
Where do you go? Floyd's.
Yeah, I need a haircut now.
Yeah.
You piece of shit. Like, oh, freaking, I'll come over there. I'll pick you up again, dude. I don't give a shit.
Dude, I believe it.
I'll kiss you on the mouth.
Should we tell the podcast about that?
Oh, yeah, that's very funny. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. So
Jason and I fucked one time.
what is funny? Never mind.
What is funny is we actually
What
did.
is funny? We both had a couple daiquiris. I don't know what a daiquiri
Both
is.
had a couple Shirley Temps in
Those are non-alcoholic.
Are they really?
I think so. Oh, no excuse. No excuse. Like we had a couple 7-Ups, that alcoholic beverage. You're like, Dad, there's no alcohol in 7-Up.
Got a little handsy.
Got a little handsy when we were watching Remember the Titans downstairs.
The real story
Yeah.
is we used to fake it all the time. I used to fake it on you.
And I would get weirded out.
Luke, our roommate, would do the same thing.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Everyone liked to sexually harass
But
me.
his was like very like he will kiss you.
Yeah.
And then we would fake it just as like a bit.
Which is, by the way,
Kind of gay.
yeah. In hindsight, maybe we
Maybe we should stop doing that. Maybe. No, but we would fake it all the time. And then I think it was my newbie set at Comedy Works. We all went up
Was
there.
it your
for
newbie set? I think it was when you got passed, I think. I think it was like your C set. Yeah, I think it was your first C set.
Oh, it was actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all went up there with like Mike and
It
Russell.
was so much fun.
And then literally like 10 seconds before I get on stage, this motherfucker plants one on me,
No,
dude.
that is not what happened.
That is exactly
That is
what
bull.
you did, dude.
This is fake.
You said, hey.
This is fake news.
No.
That is full of shit.
Not fake. You said, hey, good luck, buddy. Have fun.
That's not
And
what happened.
I was standing there like, what?
That's
the
not what
fuck?
happened.
What?
That's
He
not what
actually
happened.
fucking kissed me?
No.
And then I did the best set of my life and I got passed.
No, that's not what happened. You made the move. You made the move. I was doing
You
a bit.
finished the move.
You finished the move.
You finished the move.
Brother, you kissed me. What are you talking about?
Sexual tension's high.
Yeah,
right
it is
now.
very hard. You know, let's move these apple juices off the table and go to town. Let's move these apple juices off the table and go have a tussle.
It's true. He
Yeah.
kissed me.
Yeah, it did happen. It was weird. It was also very funny because like that was like the first time. That was like I hadn't kissed someone for like 6 months, which is very funny.
Anybody.
Anybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
I'm back. I'm back, baby. We smooching people.
Were you gone?
Yeah. I'm back, baby.
That's funny.
God damn it, dog. I put you upstairs for a reason, damn it.
Puppy, get out of here.
Sorry. Come on. Thanks, Caleb. You're the best. But dude, yeah. Definitely crazy. Thanks, Caleb. You're the best. Best in the biz, dude. Best in the biz, man. Hey, go shoot the dog real fast.
Hey, they scored again.
Ooh. Good for the Lions, man. NFC Championship game. That's awesome. Hopefully that's your boy.
I have to have diarrhea.
Are you like right now? Go. We'll cut it. I have to pee too.
Is this the end of the episode? Or are we coming back?
I was gonna come back.
Let's come back.
We can close, yeah. This has been a blast, dude. It's great.
Oh, dude, I can hear it.
Dude, it's bad. Need help, buddy? Let me in. Let's go get that on the podcast real quick. Behind the scenes, Stat has diarrhea.
My God. That was crazy.
I hope you know I'm abandoning my sister right now to do this podcast. She's like, "Hey, we should go talk to grandma." I'm like, "No."
What's wrong with grandma?
Nothing.
You know, my grandpa has RSV.
What's that?
It's like old people flu.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, he's in the hospital. He's probably not going to make it.
Clip it.
Fuck, man.
Remember when you gambled on my grandpa's death? Do you remember
That
this?
was Luke.
That was you. You were in it. You made the bet with him over a box of mac and cheese.
I'm a gambler. I'm a gambler.
Let's tell the
dude.
story. Okay, so my grandpa, Allie, was in the hospital, and I was supposed to go to this open mic, and my mom's like, "Hey, you gotta go and check on your grandpa.
He's dying.
He's dying."
That's what she
Also,
said.
it hurts so bad that you're on your phone right now. It
I'm
hurts.
sorry. I'm just making sure the bet went through. It did.
Let's go. Okay, so
Anytime touchdown.
how much you win?
$5 bet, $10.
That's pretty good.
Not
Double
bad.
money. So, and my mom's like, "Hey, you probably should go check on grandpa. He's in the hospital right now. We're not sure how much longer he has." I'm like, "Okay." I call Thad. I think I call you, and then Luke was there, and I'm like, "Hey, my grandpa's in the hospital. I can't make it tonight. You can just cross my name off." And then you were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then Luke was like, "We're gonna bet on if your grandpa lives or dies."
See, he said it first.
He did say it first, for sure.
So it's not.
But you were involved. You did. Well, the thing is, you did wait. You did make the macaroni for loser stamps.
But the odds there. Well, no. I mean,
you gotta look at the odds of your grandpa.
look at the line, Jason. Look at the line.
Don't make emotional decisions.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm like,
I've bet
I'm
on
like,
the Broncos to lose several times, and I've
I
won.
never would. I
I've
never
won
would.
because it's a good bet to make.
It is a good bet to make. I miss.
Was that a good bet to make?
Well, apparently no, because you lost that bet.
Yeah, but it was a good bet to make.
That like the odds of like me missing an open mic to find out my grandpa died. Yeah. That's
And he
pretty-
didn't die.
No, he did.
So I was betting on him to live.
You did. You were the optimist of the
See?
group.
I'm not a bad guy.
No, you still are a piece of shit. I'm not the bad guy here. It's just I just might have wagered a box of macaroni and cheese on your grandpa's life. That's all that happened.
And he failed me.
And he did.
He fucking
I wanted to.
failed me.
Yeah, it was hard. It was hard.
I'm sorry that just came up. I'm sorry.
Clip it.
Oh shit.
Because like it would look like I was a piece of shit for making that joke about your grandpa with RSV if you didn't know the context of you betting.
Yeah. Well, it could have been a fake story that you just made up too. So
No, that was all real. That all really happened. Like the thing is like the amount of like hijinks that we have had like is crazy. Like
the friends we've made along the way.
oh my gosh. No, it's also just it's like how many people that me and you have had like we've like ladies and stuff. That's been nuts. We've had a fun time.
There's
man.
that beginning year.
Holy shit, dude.
I
went
before I met Miranda.
Yeah.
Just to make that clear.
To make it crystal clear. Babe,
babe.
I love you.
There was we were doing some shit.
Yeah, man.
I really wish we could keep that in the podcast.
I can't do it.
It's so funny though.
Yeah. We're going to talk about something else.
But yeah,
oh my
I'm not
goodness.
smoking right now.
Oh, dude, you're not smoking? Okay,
No.
wait 1 sec. All right, we're not smoking weed right now?
No, we're not.
Why not, brother?
We're kind of, I don't know if you remember, but I took like a sober break for like after my whole DUI situation.
Yeah.
I did for like 4 months.
Mhm.
And I kind of I felt good, like my body felt good and stuff. So I'm gonna see if I can do it again.
Yeah, dude. I just figured out kind of like with pot for me, it's just like I have to do it in like specific ways, like
Right.
have a plan, right? Like I'm not.
What do you mean specific ways?
So like I have to do it before bed. Like I'm not gonna.
You
do
have
it
to.
every day.
You're reliant on it.
Right now for sleep sometimes. So I got to kind of try to unwind better and
Take
kind
like a
of.
Xanax or a Perky or something. Get into pills.
You know what? You know what? Jay? Stop smoking weed. Start just freaking snorting pork 30s. Pork 30s. I look like I sell pork 30s.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Give me the chain back.
You don't do perks. You do porks.
Pork
You do
30s.
porks, dude.
Pork 30s. I have a pork 30. Dude, I love a good freaking Fazoli's meal, dude. You ever have Fazoli's, Dad?
I haven't in forever.
God,
but
Fazoli's is so good.
When I was a kid, we used to go there a lot.
Yeah, man. Dude, what's your freaking... Let me tell you something.
I like this.
I've seen a lot of people through this business do
Okay.
a lot of different things, right?
Yeah.
I'm so happy with the trajectory you're on, and I'm gonna have a very genuine moment right now.
Okay.
It is so incredibly motivating and inspiring to see the things that you've done and the kind of person that you are through comedy. It is one of the biggest joys of being your friend that I've possibly ever had. It's awesome to see. Like you are really, really doing a great job, and you're taking care of the people that are taking care of you, and it's very, very cool to see.
And you should fucking kill yourself. I'm kidding.
Let's
I'm kidding.
go, dude. That's awesome.
No, I do appreciate that. Thank you.
Man.
Thank you. I try and work very hard.
Yeah, dude.
I do. Sometimes I'm very lazy. I think everybody can be. But I'm trying to turn into like the guy that's just like doesn't stop until it happens. You know? I
It's
want
like not stop showing up. Yeah.
my goal for the next 2 years is I want comedy to pay for a trip to Mexico for my conglomerate, for my like Beanie Boys group. Like I want us to work so hard and do so well there that like it starts like it can actually like pay our bills. It can actually pay for luxuries and stuff too. So it's weird because I don't want to be like the guy that's like I'm only in this for the money, because I'm really not. But there would be no better feeling in the world than just
being able to do that.
Yeah, just doing this, like what I like to do, and like quitting my day job would be so fucking awesome.
Yeah, but this is like the thing that you have to also evaluate, that is that the grass is always going to be greener. There's going to be a lot of things about running your own business and taking care of comedy and treating that like a job that is going to be really, really difficult.
Yeah, and it's a lot of work, and that's the big thing that I think a lot of people like. If you do comedy, if you do music, if you do anything else, you kind of got to wrap your head around it. Is like everybody has that dream of making it lucrative to the point where you can quit everything else. But the work that you have to put in that, where you're not reaping the benefits right away, is the worst fucking part of that.
It's really hard, man. And also the fact is that you can be even successful. Like a lot of the comics that you're going to see probably run through a Loonies, they probably have a day job, even though they're headlining, which is crazy to think about. And there's things like that you have to kind of evaluate. Are you making a right decision for that time? Like if you quit everything, if you quit your job and all this different stuff, it's like, okay, I think you at least have to match your income, like a normal job, with your business in order for you to quit your day job. Because like most people don't, especially if you listen to the stories of comedians that have made it, usually they have jobs.
Yeah. They still have like a remote something going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I was trying to find like a remote job for a while too.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's hard. I think I might.
Yeah. What do you do?
Yeah. Right now I'm just making window well covers and selling them.
You're still doing that? Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I'm probably just going to end up moving into something sales. So I'm like, I think I could.
When are you going to move cities?
I don't know, man. I was thinking.
Is Austin still the city? I
think so, man. I love that place. There's something beautiful about
that's like
how I feel.
That's
there.
the hub right now.
But dude, it's like there's a couple things that I really want to get settled here before I do that.
Like
like my kind of relationships and stuff. Like there's a couple things that I need to see through and then kind of evaluate and make that decision, you know?
So like you want to settle down here and then move?
No, I really just want to make sure I'm putting myself in a situation where I'm healthy enough to be out on my own completely, because then it wouldn't be like, oh, I'm not even living in my dad's house, and it would be complete independence. And there's a lot of things that I would have to figure out there too. And the thing is also Caleb rules, and having Caleb's help with this podcast and stuff. It's like I would
Caleb's
rather
here too,
yeah, and also like I would rather go. It's like, would I rather go move to Austin, or would I rather go to Austin for a week and then fly back? Right. And make that a consistent priority. And I could just always do that.
Yeah.
Because it's like I have the Frontier flight pass. My flights are super cheap. So it's like I could fly round trip for like $30.
Fuck Frontier. I hate Frontier.
Why do you hate Frontier?
They fucked me over, man.
How so?
You
get that checked bag?
I went to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
On Frontier. Nothing wrong on the way there. On the way back, we're literally on the way to the airport, and it's like, get a notification, says flight is delayed. I was like, okay, that's cool. That's fine. We'll just wait the 2 hours, whatever it is. On the way back to my buddy's apartment from the airport, flight got canceled. And they like didn't notify me at all. I had to look it up and shit. They didn't notify me for another day that my flight was canceled.
Because the flight was canceled for low ticket sales, or what was it?
No, I don't even fucking know. They never let us know.
Whoa.
So then I like get in touch with all these people, and I'm like, hey, can I get like a refund at least, or like put me on another flight? They were like, the next flight we could put you on is in 4 days. It's like, I have a fucking day job. I have to work tomorrow. Like I can't come back in 4 days. And then they tried to never give me my refund. I got a partial refund. They never gave me the full thing.
So you're like Frontier.
I'll never fly Frontier again.
That's fair.
I will drop the $300 extra to fly United than fly Frontier.
I respect that.
I'm not doing that shit. I'm about to get one of them credit cards with the points. Yeah.
Do you have a credit card now?
No. I made it this far without a credit
card. Me too.
card.
No credit card.
I think that was one of my biggest accomplishments.
Me too. I've seen it. Like I talked to like a couple of my comedian buddies. They're like, I have like $10,000 in credit card
well,
debt.
yeah, you talk to anybody with a credit card and they're all in credit card debt because they just abuse the shit out of it. Mm-hmm. So I never wanted to get to the point where I needed to like rely on a credit card. So it was just debit card, just like the money I have is the money I have, like no fake money. Mm-hmm. And then I like my parents and sister talked to me about like the benefits you get and shit out of it. And I was like, if I can just be smart with it. If I like only use my credit card for gas. The fact that you didn't
get a credit card shows that you have the discipline.
There's also, there's a little bit in me that's like,
if I just put this, if I put $1,400 on this credit card and bet on the Bills.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up missing 40 bets in a row, and I'm gonna have a credit card.
If I just max this out and put everything on blue or whatever.
yeah, dude.
I don't know.
I am going to Vegas for the first time this year too.
Oh my God. Tampa Bay has the ball and it's 23-31. One score game.
See, this is
We're getting sweat.
this is where
That sweat,
this is
brother.
where it gets a little intense. No,
is
I'm
where
going
it
to
gets-
Vegas.
Yeah,
First
dude.
time in
Brother, hey,
in
I
June.
got. Are you going for shows or just for fun?
Buddy's bachelor party.
Sick. Hey,
Yeah.
I have a couple people you could talk to if you want to do shows.
If I want to get booked out there, I was thinking about that. I'm going out a day earlier than everybody, so I was going to see if I get booked on something, but we'll see.
man.
We'll see what's
Yeah.
up.
Well, is there anything else you want to promote on the podcast? I think this would be a good time to wrap. I'm good to keep going if you are also. I don't want to.
How long have we been in here?
Could be at least 2.
Wow, it's a good podcast episode.
Great, man. It's been a pleasure.
I
talking
think that's
to you, man.
it from
Dude,
me.
Thank you, man. Let's go. Let's go watch
thank
this
you,
game.
Jason.
Hey,
Thank you, Caleb.
yeah. And thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe on the podcast. It helps us out a ton. Please, if you see a clip of us, please share it. It helps a ton. These are just things that we're trying to do to grow the show and make it better for you
Big
guys.
thing is, if you watched this whole entire episode, do not cancel us for anything.
Do not.
I know
cancel
at
us.
the beginning I said something about black women. I just
At the beginning of the podcast,
No,
I
no.
said a little thing about black women. I love black women. They're some of my favorites.
some of them.
Some of them are good people, I assume.
Cut it.
Got it. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. That's awesome. What a podcast episode.